Howdy doody everybody, my name is KevGuuey and welcome back to Root Double Before Crime After Days Extend Edition. If you guys missed the last episode, you guys can click on the eye on the top of the video to watch the previous episode to get caught up. So right now, we're in Area 6. Watase began handing out orders once he arrived at the factory. Alright. We'll watch over Ukita. Alright, sounds good. Wait, you two will? Okay. So where are we going? That's good. Yeah, be careful. With those words, Watase then parted ways with Ina's team. We went to the cargo lift? Test subject. Oh? Area 6 inner ring B2. Watase and Ukita were searching the area, but they couldn't find anything. That's correct. They headed for the emergency staircase. Aw, wait, oh yeah, the rope. The staircase in that dim stairwell had collapsed, but the rope Watase had used to climb up earlier was still right where he'd left it. Yes? Oh. Well. Have Ukita get on Watase's back? But Watase realized something before he finished speaking. He was feeling quite tired. Did he really climb up the rope with Ukita on his back in this shape? If the two of us fall together by any chance, we'll both get badly hurt. And then what will he do? For some reason I have a bad feeling about this, because now all three people with the gun pieces are together. And hopefully nothing bad happens. Didn't I say rendezvous back at the neuroscience place? Alright. Ukita nodded, then left the stairwell. Watase promptly climbed the rope to the upper floor. What will we find? Area 6 inner ring B1. Watase began searching the block by himself, but he didn't find Yuri or any of the other survivors in the rooms. Time was passing by, and he still hadn't secured any more AD. He figured he should go to the factory and meet up with Ukita and the others. But just as he thought that, the PC monitor in the room suddenly caught Watase's eye. Oh? Why? He hadn't noticed it the last time he'd been there. The monitor was still on. It appeared the PC was frozen. Huh? So you're gonna restart it? On screen was what appeared to be a text file that someone had been editing. Test subjects in IGF2R gene type. What? Subject A, hereditary IGF2R gene abnormality type S deceased. Subject N, hereditary IGF2R gene abnormality type S. Subject Y, IGF2R gene type 4 show no signs of genetic mutation via WX particles discarded. Subject Y2 acquired IGF2R gene abnormality type S. Natural IGF2R gene abnormality type C. Y is discarding no precedent regarding releases, expected problems, memory recovery, etc. What? Observation targets in IGF2R gene type. Special observation target Na, is that sodium? Hereditary IGF type S, okay. Type S, natural IGF-2R gene abnormality type C. Wait, special observation target U? Yuri? Subject wise Yuri? Huh. Wait. What was that girl that died at the cargo lift? Like, what's her name? So there's type D, type B. Okay, so subject N, April 7, 2021. MA level 5, consider a radiation test. Subject Y, Yuri, I'm assuming. 10, 2030. What? Nothing he saw on that screen meant anything to Watase. And yet he felt a mysterious chill run through him the moment he saw all those entries for some reason. Uh-oh. At the exact moment he muttered that, strange images flickered through Watase's brain. Why? Whoa. What? Power? What is that? I'm scared. I'm really scared now. Oh. He didn't recognize any of those images. Perhaps they were remnants of his memories of the past. But they were accompanied by intense fear and unpleasant feelings that assaulted him. He didn't know why, but just being there was terrifying and made him disgusted enough to throw up. Oh. Interesting. Watase left the room as if he were running away from it. I felt this before. Yeah, we have. He headed for the stairwell as he pondered when that was. As he descended the rope, he slowly began to realize it. It was fairly recently, wasn't it? No, a bit earlier than that. He searched for the truth behind his fear and then finally remembered just as he descended the rope. It was when he'd entered the contaminated zone to look for Yuri after she'd run off. Wait. Oh, yeah, when she touched him. You remembered her saying that. That's right, now that I think about it. Yuri said something strange back then. He'd felt that same strange sense of dread back then for some reason. Why had he forgotten about it until now? Yeah, this is very interesting now. Shocked, Watase watched as the Yuri in his memory spoke. No? Huh? Yuri said that and turned her palm towards Watase. And that's when the images came. And then we got that face with the big nose there and the big old mouth. Just, yeah, you guys see it too, right? Red eyes. A strange image spread out right before him. That sight overlapped with Yuri. That was right. Yuri had indeed said all that. He'd completely forgotten about that encounter with her, even though it only happened about an hour ago. He thought about it, then suddenly gasped after a few seconds. Could it be that my memory impairment isn't actually healing with time, but only getting worse instead? Oh, that is not good. Watase shuddered at that thought. But that wasn't the only thing that horrified him. There was also the fact Watase had felt a clear fear for Yuri in that memory he just recovered. Well, why would I ever be scared of Yuri? Just then, even more incomprehensible words passed through Watase's brain as if to only confuse him further. The test subjects are dangerous. What the hell was that? What the hell were those words? I don't know them. I've never heard those words before. Watase drowned out those words along with the unpleasant feelings he's felt. This isn't good. Now fearing the darkness and seeking light, he opened the door to the stairwell. Woo, that's bright. Whoa. I'm scared. But when faint light shone in from the outside, Watase felt a horrible shiver down his spine. This isn't good. I'm scared. He got the feeling that in the shadow of the debris of the emergency staircase, a blind spot that he hadn't paid attention to when climbing, something was hiding. Uh-oh. His heartbeat skyrocketed. It appeared to be lying on the floor. I'm scared. Watase timidly peeked behind the shadow of the debris and found himself face to face with an unbelievable sight. Ah! Whoa! Oh no. Yuri? Yuri? Watase's voice sounded empty. A small body lying on the ground. No. Eyes that had lost all light. Watase saw all of that.
Yuri.
Oh no! Yuri! Who did this? She didn't respond even after he'd called her name. Her body didn't twitch. A single streak of dark red blood adorned her pale face. That blood had long since gone dry. Oh no. Watase ran over to her. So sad. All the fear he'd been feeling a short time ago vanished in an instant. So those words, all test subjects are dangerous. She's one of the test subjects. And someone is out there killing them all.
Yuri! Yuri!
No. He sat Yuri up as he shouted her name, but her head dangled feebly. She wasn't breathing. Her body had gone cold. It was, without a doubt, Yuri's corpse. Oh, I don't know. There was no one who could answer that question. Watase instinctively held Yuri's ice-cold body close to his chest, and at that moment, memories of her passed through his head. Oh. He'd heard that voice in his head when he'd first seen her. It was at that moment that Watase had decided to do everything he could to protect her. But she was wary of him at first, preventing them from reaching a mutual understanding. Yet despite that, she started opening her heart to him little by little. Watase acted all in accordance with his desire to keep her safe.
初めて会った時から不思議なくらいお前を助けたいって気持ちが強くあったんだよ。
Those had been Watase's honest feelings. Thus, when the factory ceiling collapsed, Watase acted without a moment's hesitation.
ユリ、安心しろ。絶対にお前を助けてやるからな。
He kept trying to protect her no matter what was thrown his way. He tried to escape the facility so he could get her out to safety. But she'd run away. Then Watase had let her out of his sight because of some incomprehensible fear he'd felt for her. Now, he'd finally found her again. Only to discover that the Yuri he'd last seen was gone forever. Why? Just when she finally started opening up to me a little. Fierce regret raged within him. Sorrow then filled his heart. The sound of a watch's hands ticking filled the otherwise silent room. Wait, what? Ticking? And thus, before she could ever tell Watase anything about what she'd meant back then, the source of his fear for her, and what she'd been feeling about him the whole time, Yuri had fallen into eternal silence. Oh. Dreamlike 1400. And I'm gonna end the episode here, everybody. It was so sad. I did not expect us to find Yuri like that, and oh man. Hopefully we'll find out what this dreamlike thing is in the next episode, but wow, just wow. If you guys enjoyed this episode of Root Double Before Crime After Days Extended Edition, then please slime that like button and subscribe down below for more awesome videos. Thank you everybody for watching this episode, and you will hear me in the next one. Goodbye! We captured 2 monster girls now! I really like you already.